All right, let's talk about Roth IRAs and one of the biggest misunderstandings when it comes to your Roth IRA. We're going to talk about the 5-year rule for taking retirement distributions from your Roth IRA. Now, you have to understand there are two very specific 5-year rules for your Roth IRA that you need to understand, especially if you're wanting to have tax-free retirement income once you step into retirement. Now, first, what is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is an investment vehicle that allows you to put after-tax dollars into it, invest in whatever you want, whether that's a mutual fund, a stock, an ETF, cryptocurrency, real estate, whatever, and that money grows tax-free. When you get to retirement, you're able to use your Roth IRA for tax-free retirement income. But you've got to be careful because there's a little thing called a 5-year rule, and it applies to both contributions and conversions inside of your Roth IRA. So let's talk about both those 5-year rules right now. All right, the first 5-year rule I want to talk about when it comes to your Roth IRA is the 5-year rule that applies to Roth IRA contributions. Now, what is a Roth IRA contribution? Well, a contribution is where you take money that you earned from a job, a side gig, selling something called earned income. You take money from earned income and you put it into a Roth IRA investing account. Now, that could be at the bank. That could be in your investing account at Fidelity or Vanguard or Charles Schwab, or that could be in a Roth IRA just sitting anywhere. So you're taking money that's earned income and you're putting it into a Roth IRA. That is a contribution. Now, it's not a conversion, meaning it's not moving from IRA to Roth IRA. It's specifically coming out of cash that you've earned and it's going into a Roth IRA. What the 5-year rule says for Roth IRA contributions is that you must wait 5 years from your first contribution before you can take out any of the earnings tax-free. Now, that being said, if you put $5,000 into your Roth IRA, that's your contribution. You can go take that $5,000 out anytime you want. Now, I don't recommend that, but you can take out that $5,000 anytime you want. That's your contribution. What you cannot take out is the earnings for 5 years. And it only applies, the 5-year rule only applies to your first contribution, whether it's to the specific IRA that you're going to use for retirement income, or it's another Roth IRA. It's just 5 years from your first contribution to a Roth IRA. Let me show you what that looks like. So let's say you're 55 years old. You're asking the question, can I retire at 60? And you're wanting to do some Roth contributions to give you some tax-free retirement income. And so you've decided you're going to put $5,000 a year from age 59 or from 55 to age 59 into your Roth IRA. So we're putting $5,000 a year into our Roth IRA. Now, you've never had a Roth IRA before. This is your very first Roth IRA. So you make your first contribution at 55. You put $5,000 into your Roth IRA at 55. The 5-year rule has just started. The clock has started. So on this $5,000, you've started the 5-year rule for the rest of your contributions, the rest of your IRA, your Roth IRA. Now, if this $5,000 earns $1,000 and 2 years after making your first contribution, you said, oh my gosh, I need that $5,000 for an emergency, you can go and pull this $5,000 out. But you cannot touch this $1,000. That's your earnings. You'll pay taxes on that money if you do. The contribution comes out tax-free because it's post-tax. You've already paid taxes on that money, but you cannot pull out the earnings. So let's look at this over the 5-year period. So for 5 years, you put in $25,000. You make $1,000 on each of those monies over that 5 years. You've got $5,000 in earnings. After the 5 years are up, you've got $30,000 in your Roth IRA, and you can touch it at any time you want. Keep in mind, if you are under the age of 59 and a half, even if you have satisfied the 5-year rule, if you take out money, earnings under the age of 59 and a half, you will still be assessed a 10% penalty from the IRS. So you must wait until you're over the age of 59 and a half to touch any earnings, whether the 5-year rule has been satisfied or not. Contributions can come out at any time, even under the age of 59 and a half, without paying a penalty. The second 5-year rule for Roth IRAs is on conversions, and this is where the most misinformation and most confusion comes from. If you have a Roth IRA that you have converted from an IRA to a Roth IRA, there is a 5-year rule before you can use that Roth IRA for retirement income. Now, first of all, let's explain what a Roth conversion is. A Roth conversion is taking money from your IRA, your 401k, your 403b, and moving it into a Roth IRA. You pay the taxes on it the year that you move it, and that money now in your Roth IRA grows tax-free. It can be invested the same way it was in your IRA or in your 401k, but now that it's moved into your Roth IRA, it grows tax-free because you paid taxes on the amount that you moved in the year that you did the conversion. Now, like I said before, each Roth IRA conversion has its own specific 5-year rule, and you need to make sure you follow it to the T, or the IRS will penalize you if you don't follow it exactly. It's why you need to keep very, very detailed records of any Roth conversion, especially the year that you do the Roth IRA conversion. If you're moving money from IRA or 401k into one specific Roth IRA, you need to make sure you detail how much you do in that year and you keep up with the earnings. That's why I always recommend to my clients, if you're going to do multiple Roth IRA conversions, and I'm going to show you that on the board, I would convert those dollars into separate Roth IRAs so that you can keep up with those and you can understand when the 5-year rule ends for each of those Roth IRA conversions. And then once the 5-year rule is done, or you're done doing all your conversions, then you can commingle all those funds, get back to just one single Roth IRA to be a little bit more organized within your investing accounts. Now, keep in mind, on a Roth IRA conversion, you have to wait 5 years on all of the money, contributions and earnings. Remember, with a Roth IRA contribution, if you needed the money, you could pull the contribution out anytime you wanted. You just can't take the earnings. With a Roth IRA conversion, all the dollars have to wait 5 years. Let me show you an example. So let's say you've got $500,000 in an IRA and you're 55 and you want to do a Roth IRA conversion. But you don't want to do all $500,000 at once because you're going to pay enormous taxes. So you want to break it down over a 5-year period. I've done this countless times with clients so that we can get their IRA or their 401k tax free. But what we try to do is we look at what amount makes the most sense for their tax bracket, because we don't want to bracket jump. We don't want to have them in the 10% bracket and they go into the 20% bracket because we're doing Roth IRA conversions, or they're in the 20% bracket and we put them in the 30% bracket because we're doing Roth IRA conversions. So if you're 55 and you convert $100,000 of your IRA to Roth IRA, you can't touch the contribution, the conversion, or the earnings of this Roth IRA until age 60. At 56, you convert another 100,000, you got to wait to age 61. 57, you convert 100,000, you got to wait to age 62. 58, you convert 100,000, you got to wait to age 63. And at 59, you convert another 100,000, you've got to wait till age 64. So there's a 5-year rule for each specific conversion. And like I said before, once you get to age 64 and all of this has been converted and all the 5-year rules have fallen off, just combine those Roth IRAs to stay more organized in your retirement investments. But what you want to do as you're initially doing the conversions is have them separated so that you can easily know, hey, that money's got the 5-year rule, it ends in 2028. That money's got the 5-year rule, it ends in 2031, or whatever. So keep in mind, the 5-year rule for a Roth IRA conversion is on each specific conversion.